Hi, this is James again, and welcome back to Storytime with James. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And bless my Cash App. Bless my Cash App so I can purchase more acrylic paint, masking tape, and brushes. It's just that simple. All right. This story is called Abused Revenge. Yes. Look, any intentional harm to a child under 18 years old is considered child abuse. Okay? This is the story of Ricky. Ricky. Me and Ricky were friends when I was like 10 years old. When we was 10, I had no idea that Ricky was getting abused. I had no idea. So one day we were at the park playing, and I didn't know Ricky had to be home at a certain time. So we were out playing and playing football and stuff like that. So it got kind of late. Matter of fact, I think it was 5 o'clock. I think they told him to be home at 5. And Ricky noticed that it was like 6 something, 6:30. So he took off running. Took off running. And the next day at school, he had a band-aid across here. And I asked him what happened. He said he fell when he was running back home. So we ain't think nothing of it. We ain't think nothing of it. Then there was another occasion where we went to a party. We went to a party. And this was a little dance thing, a little party. And it was over at 5 o'clock. But apparently Ricky's parents told him not to go. So this wasn't, he was late. This wasn't being late. So we get ready to go home, and Ricky said, "Oh man, I'm gonna be in trouble." And I said, "What happened? What happened?" He says, I wasn't supposed to go. I said, "Well, just tell him you're sorry and get on punishment. Get on punishment. It'll only be a week or something. No. Ricky went home, and the next day he came to school with a cast on his hand. And Ricky told me something with the washing machine. Something with he told me I put my hand in because we had these washing machines with these rollers on there that squeeze your clothes out. He said he put his hand in there. I didn't think nothing of it. So we all signed the cast, signed this cast. I wanted the cast too. And I wanted the cast real bad. So when we got like 12, 13 years old, we were out again. And Ricky was with us. So we were all out playing and stuff like that. And it got late. And then Ricky went home, came to school with a black eye. And I said, "Oh my goodness, what happened? What happened to you?" He said him and his brother got into a fight. So I said, "Apparently he won. He said, "No, he hit me first, stuff like that. Okay, blew it off, blew it off. So Ricky was having some serious emotional problems. He was withdrawn from everybody, and you know he was just sitting off to himself and stuff. So I went to him. I said, Ricky, what's happening, man? He said, man, my pops, man, he get on my nerves. So I said, what's happening? What's happening? He said, man, he complained about everything, everything. He complained to my mom, and he fight my mom. So I was kind of distraught over it. So I was like, man, just stay out of the way or something. So he kept talking about. I was the only one that he talked to. I was the only one he talked to. He said, man, look, you just don't know. Just don't know. But then it started dawning on me, why every time he go home, he come up with a different bruise or broke arm and stuff like that, black eye. You know, it's something to it. So we lasted that year. When he got 15, we got 15. That's when, most boys are going out with girls and stuff. And Ricky met a girl, but he couldn't go nowhere with her because they kept a tight leash on him. His parents kept it. Well, his father. It wasn't his mother. It was his father. He kept a tight leash on him. So one day he went home, Ricky. Now, this what I'm about to tell y'all is accounts that I heard happen, okay? I didn't see this happen, okay? Ricky wanted to go out with this girl that he met. So he went to his father, because he had to ask his father permission for everything. He went to his father, and his father said, you got to clean up first. So Ricky hurried up and cleaned up the dishes and everything. So after that, he cleaned up and stuff. He tell his dad, he said, I'm finished. He said, good. Now get up there in your room and sit down somewhere. And he said, Dad, I'm supposed to go out with this girl. And he said, no. And don't talk back to me. So you know how teenagers do. He walked away, and his father lit into him. Beat him up pretty bad, too. So Ricky was in his room crying and stuff. And his father laid on the couch, was watching a game. Watching a football game or something. And Ricky went into his room and got his revolver. Went downstairs and stood at the head of the couch. His father was facing this way, and Ricky was standing behind him. So Ricky said, Dad. And he said, don't bother me, and stuff. So Ricky put one in his head. Shot him right up in his head. And unfortunately, he passed. So it wasn't nothing Ricky could do to cover this up. So he just called 911. Called 911. And he called 911 and they came, took Ricky off to a boys' home first. And then when he got old enough, 17 something, he went to prison for 20 years. You know, that's terrible. That's terrible. The thing is, I didn't know. If I would have knew this was going on with him, I probably would have told one of my parents, you know. So maybe they could call somebody or something like that. But well, he's out of jail now. What the world is that? He's out of jail. That's a fly. Oh, goodness. Yeah, he's out of jail now. And I guess he's doing okay. Well, I made contact with him, but I didn't ask him nothing about that, But I knew what happened, you know. But so apparently he got out. He was well into his 50s or something like that. So he got out in time. He still can start a family if he wants, but that's terrible. Look, if you know somebody that's being abused or being exploited or something, call this number 1-800-843-5678. 1-800-843-5678. That's the child abuse hotline, okay? Don't let this happen to you, what I went through, okay? All right. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit that bell notification. Hit that bell notification so that you know every time I drop another video. And share, share, share. Share my videos with everyone so everyone can get this experience. All right? Peace. Adios. Salamat. Cheers.